Hi, everybody. We're back for part 2 of Zoom meeting. First part was no-sew costumes. So what costumes can you make without sewing in Solstice? And we did everything from looking at sarongs, headdresses, and masks. Viewed Polly's new video about his ensemble and how he's using the no-sew costumes. And then we reviewed maybe different creative uses of sarongs, and we will be having a video link to some of those bits of information. So one of the things I showed was how to make a base for basically a headdress. So this headdress could be decorated with different flowers and whatnot. You can glue anything on here. You can use bamboo sticks and make it really tall. But now we're talking about video tips. So for the video, I worked in Solstice for a long time, but a lot of people don't know I made a video about Solstice. Now, this video was made at a time when they were in, who are they? Well, it's Ben Bottoms and Richard McLaughlin. Ben and Richard made an amazing set of murals, which today are behind the Granada Theater. And you've probably seen them. There's 2 large panels of Solstice and 1 of Fiesta. However, there's actually 3 large panels. One is in storage. When the building at the corner of Anna Pamu sold to Copeland Sporting Goods, it was the Earthling. Way back, yes, we're talking about in the early 90s or mid 90s. They had basically a contract that they didn't have to keep those murals on the side of the building, and they were relocated at that time. Now, I made a video of it. So when they made those murals and unveiled them for the first time for everybody to see, somebody named Stephen Lovelace choreographed the whole thing. And there was a lot of activity in the workshop. And at that time, it wasn't Solstice time, it was between Solstice time. So I made a video recording that. And Ben and Richard still use that video when they're teaching their classes on mural making, etc. Anyway, someday I'll post it up so y'all can see that and enjoy it. The performance was amazing, and it was a real like miniature Solstice, very condensed version. So I made that video. I made another video of a party. A dog had an art show in Santa Barbara at Fielding Institute. My friend Ellen Hatch had that art show, and his dog was named Gomez, and Gomez was a little artist, and I actually have his painting right here. Let me show you. So Gomez actually, you can see his signature here in the lower corner. That's his little paw print. And he walked across this painting after Ellen painted it. So yes, he had a whole art show. And so, and then I made another one with Ellen that had to do with a little dog that was orphaned, and Boris was the star of that. And Boris was a mini pincher type looking dog, but it was really a Czech dog that has a very difficult name to pronounce. In any case, I am experienced, and I did manage a camera store. So I have some lights on in here, and I'm in a pretty dark room. I had to use those to make it light enough. So we're talking about lighting first, and the best lighting is going to be outdoor lighting for everybody. So you don't have to buy lights, you don't have to do anything. Go outside, find a nice location, and be at a park. That's my advice for lighting. Of course, you're not going to have backlighting. One thing you never want is backlighting. So backlighting is when you have a light behind you and it blows out all the details in the actual subject. So the subject should be lit the best. And if you are the subject, you don't want to see the beautiful landscape behind you. You want to see you. So that's just something to pay attention to when you're making a video. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use a quick tutorial that Justin Gunn posted on Solstice page today. And I'm at the Solstice website right now. It's virtualsolstice2020.com. And we're going to go ahead and come here. We have a video tutorial link now. Ooh, let's see what's there. And if you just scroll down, we're going to see a bunch of classes that are already posted. That's nice. Demonstration of virtual solstice that we'll also watch. Polly's headdresses. Hey, how come we're not seeing Justin's? Maybe I need to re-click on that. Hold on a second. I'm under the classes link. Let's go back. And I wanted to see video tutorials. I'm gonna look at it on the top because we should be able to find it on here, shouldn't we? Yes, we should. Okay, so let me just scroll down here. Maybe it's already on here. No. Okay. Oh, here it is. Why couldn't I see that before? How to shoot your virtual solstice parade video. They're right side by side. Okay, so Justin's video coming right up.
Okay, everybody, here's your quick tutorial on how to shoot your mini float for the virtual Solstice Parade 2020. First thing is you want to make sure your phone or camera is in the horizontal orientation, not vertical video, horizontal.
Okay, so you can go back and watch this, but I'm just going to step by step tell you, okay, yes, hold your phone horizontally, not vertically. So he goes through this so quick, I just want to make those points.
We're going to start with the float out of the frame, and we're going to let the float come into the frame, which is the screen that you're looking at, kind of follow the action, and then let it go out of the frame on the left side. Okay, we've got our pusher ready and our float. Robin, you ready? Yeah. Action. All right. Here she comes.
So you see he's actually showing you up here in the left corner what he's actually shooting on his iPhone. So this is, you see him also shooting it here, what it actually looks like when he's holding his phone from that perspective. But this perspective is what he's actually filming. And they were very clever with that. So let's watch that.
And we kind of put in and see some of the details. Beautiful. And then just kind of pull back out and let her go ahead and leave the frame. And it's just that simple.
Okay. So he makes it look really simple, but there's a lot, and we're going to unpack it just a little bit more. So we're going to scroll all the way back here and to where they add in the little screen. Okay, so this is the screen. This is his first shot. You're going to take a few seconds before the person starts the action, just so the camera's rolling. So you're going to press record, and usually it takes 3 seconds before your phone actually starts recording. So you want that to be happening before the person starts into the frame. So you can see how he's composing the shot, though. He's not showing Robin right now. He has an empty shot. He has looked at Robin with the camera, and then he's moved it so she's not in the frame. So this way she'll enter the frame afterwards. Just like if you were shooting a parade, people go from your right to the left and they keep passing from the right to the left. So this is sort of a continuity thing that they're introducing and asking us to do, rather than just have a straight shot of the float, which you can't see the perspective and angle which is as good as the 45-degree angle that he's going to use. And then he's going to zoom in, and then he's going to let Robin actually leave the frame on the left, just like if you were stuck in one spot in the parade and you're not going to show the person's shoulder who's sitting right next to you. You're just going to see people going from left to right or right to left the whole parade. So let's just watch again.
We're going to start with the float out of the frame, and we're going to let the float come into the frame, which is the screen that you're looking at, kind of follow the action, and then let it go out of the frame on the left side. Okay, we've got our pusher ready and our float. Robin, you ready?
Yes.
Action.
All right.
Here she comes. And we can kind of push in and see some of the details. Beautiful. And then just kind of pull back out and let her go ahead and leave the frame.
Okay, so he's talking about pulling back in and pulling out, but there's no zoom function on your phone, as you know. So he's actually getting closer. He's moving closer physically to the float as it passes by to show critical details. He's not really following along with the float. He's staying almost in the same spot, not exactly. It's not strict at all. So he's moving a little bit with it, but then he's letting her leave the frame. So if he follows her, she's never going to leave the frame, that he's just following her or tracking. So this is where you just maybe go a few steps following her, get in the close shot, and then let her leave. She'll get smaller in the frame and leave off to the left. So this is what they're asking for us. So that is sort of the breakdown of Justin's video. He's a great videographer, and you can see his video on the Solstice website. So this is my class right here. And we're also going to go and watch, if we can, we're going to show what the virtual Solstice demo video is, just so you know and watch it. Okay, so that is the Solstice submission information. And I'm going to go ahead and try and find a piece of paper. Oh yeah, here it is, submission guideline. So according to this website, I believe they have extended the deadline from the 6th to the 10th. So originally they said, hey, why don't you submit all your video for the 6th of June? And then we got lucky. And as I was hoping, they allowed us to submit them on the 10th. And there's a procedure for that. So I do want to try and find the most current information for us, because things keep changing. And let's see if it's on the blog. I found it earlier today. Let's see. Participate, that might be a good one. Okay, virtual parade submission. This is one we're going to right now. The music that they're going to be using is going to be already set, so you don't need to worry about any music or sound. The sound generally is not going to be included in your video submission. So no matter what, unless you're saying something that you've prepared. Now, let's say for your character, you want to say a few things in character or something of that nature. They might include that. So don't take it as there's not going to be any sound. It's going to be probably, hopefully, some drumming, some music, and something to simulate the actual parade. So you may not want to do a video or think it's too far beyond you. I hope after watching this, it feels a little bit better. But the photos, so individual photos should be submitted as a JPEG. That's the standard format. If you take a picture with your iPhone, it's going to be a JPEG. You don't need to worry about the technical aspects of that at all. All these things are just automatic generally. So just go ahead, take the picture and send it in. Now the videos, 20 seconds per individual. So this is right. You press the record button. 3 seconds later, you start seeing that number 1, 2, 3 is counting the seconds. And you want to go to about 20 seconds into that and turn it off, review it and go ahead to your submission. So the submission will happen right here on the Solstice website. When you record your video, allow three seconds pre-roll. That's what we're talking about. And 3 seconds at the end for a frozen pose. So they're just going to do that. So just to make sure there's 3 seconds after everything you want, just give them a little extra room on there. And so they're going to edit that down into 10 to 14 seconds of action. So don't be surprised when not everything's in there. And please dance, please move, do your, try to plan a little bit of choreography. So movement happens maybe from the left of the frame to the right of the frame and back. You want to fill up as much as the space as you can and make something really fun and exciting. Now, a couple things you might want to know. Your phone has wide angle lens, so it tends to exaggerate whatever's close to the lens. So if you're self-conscious about your nose or something, don't put your nose like straight into the camera because it's gonna look gigantic, So just, if you stay further away and whatever you, like I just moved my hand out and my hand looks gigantic now. So whatever you put close to the camera is going to be exaggerated and large. And when you put something far away, conversely, it's going to look very small. So if you want the same size all the time, you would stay the same distance away from the camera. But it's actually fun to play with that and be dynamic with it. So you're moving in, you're moving out. And take up as much of the frame as you possibly can. Close-ups on the face, we're doing the zooming by getting close. So remember, if you're self-conscious about something, don't put it close to the lens. Okay, ensembles and floats, they're also going to be having submissions for that. It's 1 minute and 30 seconds per ensemble. And I'm doing an ensemble, so we're going to have 7 people. We're going to divide that up into 1 minute and 30 seconds. And we'll be making an edited submission. We're pre-editing ours. So that's another way it can be done. If you have people who have extra knowledge, use it. If not, you just shoot it on your iPhone, send it in. They'll be editing it down to the best parts and showing that. So in any case, these submission tips are all available on the website page under the submissions. And we're trying to have everybody, you don't really need to know too much of the technical details, but for sending your videos, you want to go to media@solsticeparade.com. You want to go using HTTPS wettransfer.com for uploading the video. And why are they talking about that? Well, this is the only technical thing you really need to know about submitting your video. You need to go to that website. Now, why do you need to go to a special website? Because video files are very large, and basically there is no way that you can email the video. You can mail a photograph to Solstice, or even 7 photographs at a time most of the time. But for video, you can't. So you're going to go to that website and just follow the instructions. It's a free service. You don't need to sign up. And you just want to put a little brief description of your video, like your name, maybe your phone number, and that's going to be in that message box. I don't know if you want to put your phone number in that part, but I would think they might, who knows, need to contact you if something doesn't go right and they want you to resubmit. Okay, so if you have any questions, please contact media@solsticeparade.com. And we already viewed those submissions right there. So basically, in a nutshell, we're just going to sort of review no backlighting. That means if you're seeing a perfect picture of the background and you look dark in the foreground, that is not what we want to see. We want to see you. So make sure that the camera is focused on you. And one way you can do that is wherever you see your image, you just touch right where your image is, and it will focus on you, and that will also tell it where to draw the exposure from. So the exposure is important, and you can always just reorient yourself so the sun is behind you when you're filming and you are in front and the sun is fully on your face. No dark shadows on your face, etc., can be achieved this way. So remember, face the sun, do not have the sun behind your subject. And do the pre-roll, do the post-roll, have a lot of fun, use dynamic movement, move a little closer and further away from the camera, use your arms to fill up the space. And if you have something really, like you spend a lot of time in your costume, I always believe in portraiture. It is good to have a close-up, and you definitely want a close-up of your face, but we also want your full body in the shot as well. So we want to see your below your feet and above your head or headdress. If you have a headdress, you want the whole headdress, everything in. And when you extend your arms, you want to see your hands exactly into the frame as well. So, but you're going to play in and out. Once we've seen your whole body, head and feet, you don't have to do it in a logical order. Just at some point, we want to see your whole body, head and feet, just for our information in our head. If you only see a part of somebody's body all the time, it's just not enough information. We really like to see the whole person. And then you could come in and go out, or you could come in, go out, and then do the long shots. So we can get the full perspective and then come back in. So it might help you to have some music playing just for you, so you can get the rhythm and feel your solstice vibes. But it won't be included in the parade submission unless you're in an ensemble and you've specified, you want to specify in the message area that specific music that you have included, and maybe your contact information so they can get that to you. So those are the main things. Remember, June 10th is the new deadline. It does not say a time, so I'm assuming up to midnight, and you know people will do it. And we want to see your pets. We want to see you. We want to see spectators. So, hey, you remember the people on the side who have their rating cards where they say 10? Everybody's a 10, right? I think everybody is a 10. The judges are very nice. But whatever it is you do in the parade on the parade day, we want to see it. Remember, there's going to be a virtual beer garden and virtual food vendors. Now, what are we talking about virtual food vendors? Well, the food vendors, I believe, are going to be preparing meals for you, and you can have them delivered to your house. So it's not that virtual, it's actual real food you're going to eat. And go ahead and support them. They've been out of business and out of it for a while. enjoy Solstice, celebrate at your home, and go ahead and get that barbecue started up and have some good food. So those are my tips for videos. I hope you have a really fun time and don't get worried about the technical aspects. It's really, we're trying to keep it super simple. Just remember, keep your camera horizontal, not vertical. And we will see you on the virtual parade day, which is Saturday. And I think it's June 21st. So Saturday, June 21st at noon is parade time. We'll see you on the virtual State Street. Okay, I'll talk to you later. I hope I get to see you, and feel free to join my Facebook groups. I have one on the virtual. I have the tarot group, which I'm going to just quick show you since I still have time here. I am going to show you my tarot group, and I'm going to be posting links and things like that, some helpful things that I think might, you know, be good for you to know or see or pay attention to during solstice. It's hard to get the word out, and we want you to know what's going on. So I'm just going to scroll down here to my groups. And okay, so tarot inspired ensemble 2020 virtual solstice. This is my page. We're having different people play these parts: magician, high priestess, empress, different characters, and these are going to be our costumes. And I have different tutorials for headdresses and masks on there. I just did another video about no-sew costumes, so I'm going to be posting that to this page as well. And this is one of my no-sew costumes. It's definitely Polly inspired, and I worked with Polly for a long time in the parade and helped him sew his inflatables on several occasions, and even made my own individual personal inflatable costume one time, which I was a puffer fish with a small air blower blowing up my costume and going up the street as a fish. So I've been a fish twice and a mermaid once. Yeah, I like to do stuff like that. But yeah, so we just cut a hole in some fabric, and we took a sarong and we sort of did it under and back over the back of the neck, tied it back there. I sewed it actually. And then we have a headdress made by one of Polly's good friends, maybe Jerry made this one. And he uses the pool noodles and different decorations, some paint, maybe some glitter. And I just threw this costume together at the workshop one day in about 20 minutes. And I was ready to go in the parade. And I actually did wear this during the parade, but with a different headdress on that year. So I just wanted to show you, I do have some video tutorials on prop making and working with EVA foam. Mitra does work with Sculpey clay. She did this as a wand, like a Harry Potter style wand, or in her case, she's a magician. Different mask making and different types of stuff. Anyway, I'm going to be posting links on here, different types of masks you can make. So this is going to be my costume. So I'm going to be doing sort of a Valkyrie. This is the Justice card in the fantasy deck of tarot. And I don't think I'll have time for the wings. And I'm going to switch out a sword and shield. Yes, a sword and a shield instead of the staff. So, but it is pretty ambitious project, and I'll be doing that. And I just want to give a quick reminder to everyone that Stonehenge will be live streaming its summer solstice celebration this year, and you will see the sun, as it does only one day a year on summer solstice day, come through the stones. in a very specific way to mark the first day of summer and the longest day of the year. So I have that link on my page as well. It's very fun. And I hope to get to see you in Solstice. I hope you get to take advantage of some of these resources we have available to you. And remember, go to the website, check out the different classes that are offered. We still have more classes that are coming on here. And just quick, see if, yeah, let's see. So May 30th, that's over. June 5th, that's tomorrow night. Okay, Earthy Grooves with Polly Carey. Friday, June 5th, 7 p.m. Earth grounding drums, pounding, dance, 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 and easy to follow movement. Experience gear for all ages. Suggested donation $10. So we do have things coming up. Another Drums Alive with Alexander Williams, June 12th and 19th, 10 a.m. Get into that drumming and get some cardio in. Let your voice shine with Brett. So here's a great class on singing and how to use your voice. And Niece Baker, who's a good friend of mine, says painting with acrylics. So she's very creative and loves to paint. So she'll be sharing with you those things as well. So I hope you have a great night and thanks for stopping by. So I hope you guys like this. Spent a lot of time getting these things ready and I'm hoping people will get to see this. Okay, take care now. Bye.